So in college, there's some very valuable skills that one may need to learn, such as fixing a hole in the wall. Here you have the hole from the end of a tennis racket. Now, obviously it's a pretty big fine if you leave this setting in your wall as so. So we're going to fix it, and today we're going to learn how to do that. Spackle, paint to cover up the hole, an old high school ID to smooth over the spackle, a knife to trim away the excess spackle, sandpaper to smooth everything down. So, by all means, you should probably use drywall tape, but that gets pretty expensive. So as a college kid, we're going to take our old ID, dip in the spackle, and start to apply it on the wall and smooth over as so. Now, you're going to have to use a lot to fill in the hole, but spackle is a lot more cheap than drywall tape. Once you've spackled everything up, it's time to let that dry, most likely overnight, and then you can sand it down before you paint. Now that we've let the spackle dry for 24 hours, it's time to begin the sanding process before we do the final step, which is painting. After you sanded down the hole to where it's pretty flush with the wall, it's time to do the final process. Paint. You want to go with a nice white paint that'll match so it doesn't look too obvious when the RAs check at the end of the year. Lightly dip, let your brush drizzle out, and make sure, most importantly, that you have something underneath for the paint to catch on. And just like that, hole's covered, RAs will never notice. Join us next week when we figure out our next project, how to replace a hot water tank in under 10 bucks. I'm Chris Runyon. Stay fixing.